Hi guys, I'm Elegant, and today I'm going to show you how to make the main part of rÜfÜs the Soul's Innerbloom. Essentially, the track has 5 elements in it: the lead, the pluck, the pad, bass, and some Foley stuff. The lead is created in Serum, and it sounds like this. It's a very iconic sound, but also very simple. It's just one oscillator with a sawtooth in it, and a LFO that goes to the fine tune of the oscillator, as well as a filter that goes to, or that's modulated by the envelope of the oscillator. So as I said, the LFO is connected to the fine tune of the track, and this LFO is essentially what creates the pitch bending effects. That effect that I believe many miss because it's very important to the overall sound. It's very prevalent. On top of it, we have some distortion, a huge reverb, and a simple compressor, as well as some low cutting and a bit of high cutting. And also another reverb to sum it all up. A huge reverb. Let's move on to the pluck. It sounds like this. It's actually a sample that sounds like this. A very clicky percussion, I guess. And what I've done to it is that I've added an envelope to it, which removes the pluck. I've added a tiny bit of attack to soften it up, make it more soft. I've removed some of the end of the sample as well. And effect-wise, I've added a fruity reverb that I've used to widen the sound, if you will. It sounds like this with it on and off. So essentially I've removed almost the entire dry signal and upped the wet signal to create this stereo wide effect, or whatever it's called. Quite nice, very soft. And then below that I've added an actual reverb with decay. The wide thing doesn't have any decay. And below that I've also low cutted it a bit. And I noticed in the original track that the pluck has quite a bit of low mid, so I've had to up the low mid because the sample itself doesn't have that low end to it. Let's move on to the first pad. There are 2. The first one is a Mini 5 by Arturia. This is a great plugin. It's essentially a Moog simulator, I guess, but it's a very simple sound here as well. It's just one oscillator with some noise on it, and some modulation through the noise engine. Sounds like this. Very soft, very nice. You can turn down the mod and it sounds like this. So the modulation adds some detuning. And then the other pad is actually a flex patch dystopian lead. It sounds like this. Sorry, I think it sounds like this actually. Yes. It's a very soft pad. It's low cutted, very much. It has no low frequencies at all, almost. It has a compressor on it because I wanted to up the volume a bit. There's also a filter on it, as you can see here. That makes it you know, open up, if you will. And then we have the bass, the Reese bass or hover bass, whatever you would call it. It's a synth preset that's bundled with the plugin actually. It's dark hover. All I've done is to take down the cutoff a bit. Yeah, and I have some filter on it as well. And finally, I have some vinyl noise thingy to add some atmosphere to the whole track. So here's the final result.